Walz had a DUI case in 95. This is a big win for booze cruisers. Yo! We are so back, folks. Walz had a blood alcohol concentration of 0.128 at time. It's let's go. That's like 1.5 times the legal limit. Hell yeah. Who's this guy? With any luck, he's going to be the next vice president of the United States. Guaranteed to be VP now. Yes. A real American hero. Favorability ratings are through the roof, folks. Through the roof. Every American loves a drunk driver. Going 96 miles per hour in a 55-mile-per-hour zone, a strong odor of alcohol was emitted from his breath in person. Let's go! I thought you said this was bad when Fetterman did it. Yeah, that's Fetterman. This is Walz. It's different. Also, Fetterman was anger driving. Wasn't he? He's got road rage issues to the point where his staffers don't even want to drive with him. Okay? This is just a classic American booze cruise, okay? It's 1995, all right? Barely have the internet. What do you do for entertainment except obtain a blood alcohol content of 0.128 or whatever it was and driving 95 miles per hour in a 55-mile-per-hour zone? What else do you do? Nothing. Every American did this. The modern pussy woke left can't handle it. Is this legal advice? Something is funny is not legal advice. He was so drunk he thought the I-95 sign was the speed limit. True! Yeah, he's trying to be responsible. All right, Linkman, I'm sorry for banning you for 30 days for that. You know, you're just being a little bit of a buzzkill, you know? It's not good, you know? It's just after banning you, it occurred to me, like, maybe you had a family member who died because someone else was driving drunk, and I'm consistent. I still think that what Walz did was funny. However, I'm giving you space to express yourself. That's the Vosh difference. Thank you. What if he did it on a motorcycle? Death penalty. Oh, yeah, by the way, I don't even want to give it that much attention, but I saw that motorcycle guy was spam tweeting. He did 30 straight tweets in a row where he added me. It was kind of crazy. I'm not even getting into that. I'm not engaging. It's just like, whoo, boy. He was very not mad. It was like, in one of the few available articles in the incident back in 2016 when he was running for Congress in Minnesota's 1st District, his campaign manager told the Rochester Post Bulletin he was, quote, not drunk, and attributed the misunderstanding to Walz's deafness, an issue Walz said was caused by his time in the National Guard that has since been surgically corrected. This guy rules so much, dude. No, he wasn't drunk. He was just deaf for a second, and he got it fixed. So he's fine now, but at the time he was deaf, he wasn't drunk. He couldn't understand what the officer was saying to him, Walz's campaign manager said at the time, noting his deafness caused balance issues. Yes, dude. Absolutely. This dude, this is like real Midwestern politics right here. It legitimately can. No, I know. Just, officer, I wasn't drunk and you don't remember me smelling of alcohol. I was driving 96 in a 55, stepped out, was stumbling and couldn't hear you that well because of an issue that no longer exists. I've corrected it. You can't find it. It goes to a different school. That's really good. The results of the blood test were later suppressed, seemingly as a result of the trooper's failure to realize Walz was deaf, according to the Post-Bulletin article. That means the result wouldn't have been used as evidence against Walz had the case gone to trial, but they were still referenced during 1996 hearing. During that hearing, he said he had a blood alcohol concentration of 0.128 at the time of the incident. Mr. Walz was driving south of town on 385 in Dawes County at a high rate of speed. Actually, he was driving away from the police officer. I think that he eventually hit a speed of over 80, as I recall. Wait, of over 80? I thought he was going 96. When he was stopped, he was the despicable cop story is falling to pieces. 96 is over 80? Yes. But if 96 was the speed as supplied by the officer via speedometer, why is he saying over 80 when the 96 would be recorded record? Why would the officer say over 80 when he was the one who would have put the 96 to, like, cops always round up to X6 or X1 to push fines into the next bracket. Those sons of bitches! When he was stopped, he was given a blood test, which showed a 0.128 blood alcohol. Walz's attorney, Russell Harford, later acknowledged that Walz, quote, had been drinking, but said he was driving away from the state trooper because he, quote, thought someone was chasing him. The state patrol officer turned around then, and this is a little bit bizarre, but Mr. Walz thought somebody was chasing him. The officer didn't turn on his red lights, and someone came up real fast behind him, and he didn't know what they were doing, so he sped up to try to get away, fearing that someone was after him. Lo and behold, it was a state patrolman that was behind him, so the faster he went, the faster the state patrol officer went. Finally, he did turn on his red lights. The speed was fairly excessive, a judge, a lot of the speed limit. I don't even know what was alleged in the complaint. I think it might have been 90-something. Okay. That's his defense attorney. Mr. Walz had been drinking, so I think there's sufficient factual basis, judge, support the plea. Hartford further admitted that Walz had a .128, but described this as a relatively low test. At the time, the legal limit in Nebraska was .10? Oh, I didn't okay. I didn't realize that as recently as 1996, they didn't have the federally designated limit. Huh. Still over the limit. The judge then asked Walz why it is against the law to, quote, drive with a .128 blood alcohol content. See, even the judge doesn't know why. The cop and the DA are like, yeah, this guy was shit-faced driving 100 miles per hour. And the judge is like, why? You can't do a little booze and cruise? Come on. Thought this was America. God, I hope he wins. 90s justice system was wild, lol. I mean, drunk driving wasn't even illegal till what, the 50s or something? I don't know. 80s? No way. 80s? People react to DUI laws. 1980s news report. Yes, please.
Any attempt to restrict drinking and driving here is viewed by some as downright undemocratic.
It's kind of getting common is when a fella can't put in a hard day's work, put in 11, 12 hours a day, and then get in your truck and at least drink 1 or 2 beers.
They're making it laws where you can't drink when you want to. You have to wear a seatbelt when you're driving. And pretty soon we're going to be communist country.
I love this country. We love this country. We are patriots, aren't we, folks? The median voter, the median voter would resonate with this. You know, like this is uniting.
What are we going to do about the people that are trapped and isolated in rural Ireland? I'm asking you to provide a permit for the people who are only travelling on local rural roads, class 3 roads, so that they can have their 2 points and drive home on these roads. If they stray beyond these roads, didn't nail them, but give them a chance to live and give them a chance. Because all work and no play makes Jack a very dull boy. Thanks.
All right, I caught about every 5th word there. Is he speaking English? It's tough to tell. He's proposing a law during COVID that would allow rural farmers to drunk drive so they could have some pints and then go home or something. That's good. Thank you. Thank you, independent TD, Danny Hilly Ray.